Glad to have you here. You just made it back from Spurs Liverpool. Did you get to talk to anybody after the match, and did any of them say anything interesting?
Yeah, I spoke to Robertson and Højbjerg. Robertson, as always, is a great talker, very interesting. There was one thing that struck me is that he said at some point, people wrote us off before tonight's game. They wrote us off. And it was almost a sense of like, okay, you said we were rubbish. You said that we could not win the league anymore. You said all those criticism, and now we answered on the pitch tonight. And he also said this can't be a one-off. We have to build on this and keep doing these kind of performances going forward now and keeping that momentum going. But certainly he felt like all the criticism that we saw here in England about the performances, about that really bad run of results, of course, like clearly hurt them. And I even wonder if before the game maybe Klopp used that as like, look, they're all writing you off. All of them here can't think that you're a great team. Don't think that you're a great team. Don't think that you can come back and win this title when it's still very, very tight at the top. And I think clearly in what Robertson said was like, we wanted to show people that this is the level really where we could play, where we should be playing week in and week out. And of course we had a bad run of results, and he said to me there were games where we really created chances and we lacked a bit of simplicity, maybe a bit of efficiency for sure. There were other games where we were off it, but tonight is really the real Liverpool, and now it's down to us to build on this and keep going and getting better. And I thought that was really good for Højbjerg. He said, when you made individual mistakes defensively like we did, you can't win a game like this. He said we try to defend forward. He thought that they were good for the first half hour, and then you lost Kane, and then you made those mistakes. And against a team like Liverpool, it's unforgivable.
If memory serves, Stevie, weren't you one of those people writing Liverpool off?
No, your memory doesn't serve you at all. No, I never wrote them off at all. I expected them to come through the funk. I said that all along. So, no, I didn't. I said I don't think they can win the Premier League unless they get players back. I'll say that much. But top four, they'll make the top four.
Jules, you were in the stadium. On the broadcast, we could hear just incredible amounts of shouting from the touchline coming through, but you witnessed it live. Who yelled more, Klopp in the first half or Mourinho in the second?
Both of them. I mean, Klopp, what I find really interesting is that Klopp is on Trent's back all the time, positively and negatively. But he's certainly the one who he's always there. He's always on him. So great goal, and straight after the goal, Trent, go back in position when he makes a mistake. Trent, this, and it was non-stop, almost like if he knew and he knows right now that Trent, as we've been saying, is going through a more difficult patch in his career. He's still a very young player, and almost if more than anybody else in that team, he needs that sort of backing from Klopp all the time. So he stays switched on. So he's always on, and I think Klopp is always on him. And tonight, especially in a game where Alexander-Arnold had some really good moments, some more difficult moments, but it was really striking from being where I was, and I was really close to the Liverpool bench. And then Jose roasted Matt Doherty for most of the game for all the mistakes. I mean, even Joe Rodon, who is a young player, young centre back, was like, "What are you doing?" Kept saying to Matty, where are you going? What are you doing? I mean, Doherty was all over the place, and he didn't help that he made that mistake on the second goal, and that Jose absolutely destroyed him.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.